What's going on, you guys? It's your Huggable Hipster here, and welcome back to today's episode of The Casual Nerd. Before we dive into the trailer reaction and all the news that we got going on today, I want to give a very special shout out to my mama. Happy birthday, Mom. You are a young 19-year-old. Because I'm not going to say her age online. Happy birthday, Mom. Thank you so much for giving me the chance of life, giving birth to me. Thank you so much for being my rock. Thank you so much for being everything that I hope to be in the future. So happy birthday. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day, because I know you watch these videos. Be sure to give her a happy birthday in the comments below, and I'll read her the comments later on today. We're going to be diving into a lot of news today, and actually the trailer that I am reviewing, the game came out today. So pretty spot on. So let's dive into it. I'm ready. Let's go here, Peggy.
Peggy 16.
Oh my god, okay. Wow, that was loud. Jesus Christ, your hole. Okay. Okay, we're good. Junkfish. Oh. Clutch control. What was clutch control? The graphics look very indie game, but it looks really interesting too. Okay. I'm ready. I'm getting so ready for something to jump out at me. And something goes squish. What are you? Oh, you look cute, you gaseous thing. Can I just say right now that this is giving me major Outlast vibes? Just want to point that fact that you can run and you have a flashlight and the heavy breathing. I mean, totally Outlast. You have not heard heavy breathing until you have played Outlast. Mechanics look very simple, easy to maneuver, to the point. Oh, that's cute. Monstrum, 22nd of May for PS4. Now that's a big thing. I don't know if it's going to come to PC or Mac or oh, that's cute, Mac. Can't believe I just said that. Xbox or anything like that, but one can hope, because this looks actually pretty interesting. The graphics, I'm very surprised at, considering the fact that it is going to be on the PS4. The PS4 graphics are absolutely stunning. I'm really excited to see how this game runs. If anybody is going to be doing any playthroughs of this, obviously there will be playthroughs of this, no doubt about it, but I'm really curious to see how everything runs within the game. If there's traditional level work, is there going to be kind of this Outlast idea of where you can't use any tools to fight any of the monsters, you can only hide or run to an extent. But let me know what you guys think of this trailer down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions. I'd love to hear what you guys think. And also, can we please talk about the fact that the horror vibes in all of the games that are coming out are very reminiscent of games past. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I'm noticing a concurrent theme where I'm seeing a lot more games nowadays, actually within the past couple of years, rely more on the factor of anticipation rather than the factor of jump scares, which I like a lot, because jump scares, they can get old, they can get redundant, and they can get rather cheesy. So next up in gaming news, we have something from Eurogamer, where Ubisoft sues Apple and Google for selling a near carbon copy of Rainbow Siege 6. Now, it states here in the article that Ubisoft has filed a lawsuit against Apple and Google for what it says is a near carbon copy of Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, currently being sold for iOS and Android smart devices. Filing the complaint on Friday, May 15th in Los Angeles, California, Ubisoft said it had notified Apple and Google that the mobile game Area 5-2 is infringing upon the copyright of its tentpole shooter franchise, but says the company has refused to remove the game from their respective digital marketplaces, the App Store and Google Play. Now, at the time that this article was written, it states that neither Google nor Apple responded to the request for the comment of Bloomberg nor Area 5-2's developer Alibaba. It just goes to show you that if one of the developers who's actually copying the game Rainbow Six doesn't respond in a nutshell, you know something's going on. It's ridiculous, the fact that a game is so blatantly copied. I've actually seen what they're discussing, and it's rather, shameful. When you copy an intellectual property that is as as powerful of a magnitude as a game where everyone's seeing the universe, everybody's seeing the world. That's like somebody trying to copy Borderlands, okay? You can try to do it, but it'll be noticed rather quickly because it has a very unique style to it. So next up, we are diving into some Doom news. Now, since I am playing the Doom 2016 game, it's very interesting to go and see all of the news articles that are being made right now reviewing Doom Eternal, because I'm like, I don't hear nothing, I don't see nothing, I don't want to know about anything. But alas, news is news, and I need to review it even though there are spoilers. It states here in the article that Doom Eternal will ditch de novo anti-cheat in its next update. It states here that Martin Stratton said players aren't happy, so ID is going back to the drawing board. Last week, Doom Eternal got its first post-release update, which among other things included the addition of a de novo anti-cheat. It's not the same as a heated de novo anti-tamper. It's designed to prevent cheating in online games, not piracy, but the reaction was powerfully negative nonetheless. Spurred by the blowback, executive producer Martin Stratton announced on Reddit today that ID Software will remove the anti-cheat software in the next Doom Eternal update on PC. Now, next up in gaming news is more business type stuff. Now, you know me, I'm a business person, okay? I absolutely love my business type articles, and it's from PC Gamer, of where they are discussing how Intel bought the company that makes killer networking products for gamers. Now, it states here in the article that Intel announced that it has acquired Rivet Networks for an undisclosed sum and will integrate the company's killer brand into its own wireless portfolio. In addition, Intel plans to license out the software powering the killer product line to other companies, though it's more intriguing what kinds of networking hardware and software Intel will ultimately build out of this acquisition. With the promise of lowering ping and lag and improving gaming performance, and Anatech noted at the time, though, it came at a hefty cost, a whopping $280 at launch, which dropped to $250 shortly after. So for all of my fellow PC gaming nerds out there, this is going to be really interesting for you guys. And per usual, all article links will be down in the description below so you guys can view them. A little bit of a side note, I'm changing up the way that I'm editing a lot of these casual nerd episodes to incorporate more pieces of what I'm reading from the articles. I remember doing that back a while ago, and I thought I might bring it back again. That way, for those of you who want to read exactly what I'm reading, it'll be a good chance to do so. I also want to give you guys more of an initiative to read the articles that I actually post, because there will be articles that are down in the description below that I do not discuss in the casual nerd episodes. It's kind of like bonuses that I find that I might find intriguing, or that I think you guys might enjoy to read outside of the casual nerd episodes on their own. Now, this next article that we're going to go into is one of the most, I've never been more excited for an article to read ever. Rumors suggest that Bloodborne is coming to PC. Now, while I much rather play Bloodborne on a console, I am just excited either way because PS4 has amazing exclusives and I just want to play them all. This rumor I've actually been more excited about than the different kind of false Silent Hill rumors that I've been hearing. Still, I'm hearing rumors about Silent Hill. I've rather been very picky and choosy about which ones I cover because I've just decided in my own head, okay, it's not going to come out. If it comes out, then I'll cover it. But I feel like it's pointless to cover Silent Hill rumors because it's going to always lead to another dead end. Now, it states here in the article that according to a report in Respawn First, one industry insider has leaked Sony's plan to launch the title on PC. The report states a leaker claimed that the game's release would happen in about 10 months to a year. So we have a little bit of time, a lot of time actually, to wait for this title, because you have to think about the reformatting process. You have to think that, okay, the game is already constructed, you already have the boss battling sequences, you have everything involved, so they have to reformat that over into a stable process, that way a PC can handle it. Reformatting a game for whatever console, whatever piece of hardware you are doing it, even a Switch, is very complicated. Now, don't keep your hopes too high, but like Silent Hill, keep it in the back of your mind that there's always a possibility. Now, the next article that we're going to get into is a little bit of PS5 news, and quite frankly, I'm calling BS. PS5 has this new feature that leaves gaming PCs in the dust. Really? I don't care what anybody says. PC triumphs over everything. It's customizable. It's versatile. I'll get into that. It states in the article that up until now, PS5's main rival was thought to be Microsoft's Xbox Series X, with two consoles releasing in a similar holiday of 2020 window when sharing many titles such as next-gen ports of Cyberpunk 2077, Fortnite, and Call of Duty Warzone. It's easy to see why. However, a recent comment by Fortnite's creator, Epic Games CEO, suggests that PS5 is aiming to take a chunk out of the gaming PC market. The fact that Unreal Engine just released and running live on a PS5, you can clearly see how stunning the graphics are, and you can clearly see how just amazing the performance is, and just the way that it's molded and created. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, it states here in a quote that the PS5 has an immense amount of GPU power, but also multi-order bandwidth increased in storage management, he said during an interview in the Unreal Engine 5 stream. Now, it continues on the article by stating that Sweeney points to the PS5's enormous solid-state drive, claiming it's got capabilities unseen in even gaming PCs, not just in raw storage size, but in the way that its memory is structured, opening up new gaming possibilities. It continues on stating further in the quote that we've been working super close with Sony for quite a long time on storage. The storage architecture on the PS5 is far ahead of anything you can buy with a PC, and for any amount of money right now, it's going to help drive future PCs. Which I think is a very bold statement to make. It's very bold in the fact that a console can do more than a PC. You can manipulate and do things with a PC that, quite honestly, you can't without breaking open the system of the Xbox or PS5. And in all fairness, whenever you're creating a PC, you can create it however you want. You can put as much storage in it, you can put as much CPU, GPU, processing, RAM power as you want into that thing, just as long as you have the right motherboard. That's one thing that people have to understand. You have to have a good base system in order to have good everything else. Just like in the human body, you have to be healthy in order for everything to function right. Now, it's kind of interesting comparing it to the human body, but you see what I mean. In our last news article of the day, we have some Xbox news for you. It states here in the article that Xbox Series X will keep file sizes down to save SSD space, which I think is a very good idea considering the fact that my Xbox is about to keel over. And by keel over, I mean the fact that I can probably only put 1 or 2 more games to the Xbox that I have, then I'd have to get an external hard drive. Now, it states here in the article that as games become ever increasingly detailed, they've also become big file sizes and required storage space for downloads, or installs have gotten to the point of where 100 plus gigabytes for one AAA game isn't a surprise. Content updates and DLCs have also piled on overall sizes for games. Shout out to Call of Duty Modern Warfare for exceeding 185 gigabytes. Yikes. Now, it continues on saying in the article, actually at the very end, because I picked this last point to cover because I thought this was the most intriguing, honestly. Now, it states here in this part of the article that as previously detailed, the Xbox Series X will feature a storage expansion slot along the I/O ports where the proprietary Seagate 1 terabyte SSD card is said to be fast and efficient, as the internal SSD card is so users don't experience a loss of performance between the two drivers. You can still connect the external storage to the driver data, but it will not be available to use applications or play games and must be moved to the internal SSD or expansion card. Which seems, I know, very complex to a lot of people, but it's easier done in practice than it is whenever it's in the article, because you hear proprietary storage, you hear 1 terabyte, you see that you have to move all these different things and, you know, gigawatt and all that kind of stuff. It can seem very overwhelming. I can understand that. But you guys, that's it for me today for this episode of The Casual Nerd. If you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit that bell down below, because I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, double uploads on Friday, and sometimes music covers on Saturdays. But stay casual nerd, you guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.